No.
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 Hi everyone, are you excited? Because I'm excited that we finally get to sit down and tell you guys the story of how we met and how this all started.
Too much wine?
Too much wine? Take one. Alright guys, so I actually want to thank everyone so much for all the love that we've been receiving on our wedding video. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and check it out. And actually that was the video that encouraged us to want to do a sit down and tell you guys how we met, because we've gotten so many sweet comments. I've read every single one of them. I've tried to reply to every single one of them, and those comments actually encourage us to want to sit down and tell you guys the story of how we met. Actually, I did receive a few messages. People wanted to know, so you have to be excited about this one, that I'm finally telling you guys how we met. So, a lot of people, and when we tell people how we met, they're actually shocked of how we met. We actually did meet online, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Yes, we did meet online.
We did.
And we did meet on Match.com. And just a quick backstory, I just moved to LA from New York. So I was single and working, busy. I just moved to a new city, so I wanted to find ways of meeting someone. So anyway, guys, so yeah, I just moved to LA from New York, and I figured that I'd try online dating, and I read that Match.com was one of the sites where you can probably find the best candidates.
I'm a candidate.
But anyway, I did try Match.com when I first moved to LA. That didn't work, and I had given it a break. And I was actually going through another period of my life where I'm like, okay, let me go back and test this out and give it one last shot. So I went back on and I subscribed for another 1 month. And I'm like, okay, if I don't find anyone within 1 month, I'm done with the whole online dating thing. And I think it was the same for Chris at the time.
I was in a space where I was very happy with my life as single. Things were going great, and I just decided, you know what, let's get another shot. I'd done Match.com before, but I figured, hey, why not give another shot? But again, I was just, I was in a good place, so I wasn't like desperate trying to find someone. I just say, hey, why not? Maybe you might meet someone, especially when you're working full time. It can be difficult to go out and meet people, and so Match.com is a great way to, you know, connect with people. So I joined, and as soon as I joined, I saw a profile that popped right up. And it liked me. I was like, okay, hey Kingy. So it just so happened to be Latoya's profile, which wasn't her real name, by the way. She can tell you about that.
My online name is Leah Sana.
I was like, Sana Lathan, all right. So I was like, wow, this girl liked me. So I clicked on her profile and read all about her. Looked amazing, interesting. I'm like, from Jamaica. I'm like, from Jamaica. All right, what one girl? So clicked like back, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I think we matched. Yeah, I think he messaged me, and I didn't see the message until a week later, or maybe I did see it, but I'm like, I think I was busy with work, so I did reply to him like a week later after he had initially messaged me, and I replied to him. I looked at his pictures. A real funny story. So anyway, I looked at his pictures, and then I screenshot all his pictures, and I sent it to my sister in New York. My sister in New York, like anyone that I'm dating, if I send her a picture of whoever it is, like she will look at every single detail of the teeth, the fingernails, the toenails, is how his knees look, like every
True.
single thing. Like she'll look at every
Sissy,
single
no
detail, and she'll tell me like, no, Toya, he is not the one for you. What do you think, Bubba?
Where you going? Where you going, King?
Yeah. So anyway, I sent her the pictures of Chris, and legit, she had nothing to say. All she could say was that he had nice teeth and his eyes. He looks really, really genuine. So I kind of
Big
knew,
up, Sissy.
I knew that there was something special about him. But my sister had nothing bad to say about him. So yeah, I messaged him back, and we had like just small talks. Like he was asking me how's the weather, and
You're right.
I was like,
Some chats
okay.
too.
He was asking me about the weather. Well, it was a kind of a rainy season in LA, which we never really get a lot of rain in LA. If you know LA, you know that we do not get rain that often.
No.
So for it to
No.
rain, like people here, they like to talk about, do you see the rain? Do you see the rain? I'm like, yeah.
Can't drive.
I'm from
Can't drive
Jamaica,
rain.
like, yeah, I see the rain.
Yeah.
So anyway, he messaged me and we started talking, and we went out on a date the following Friday after he messaged me. And well, he asked me out, and I said yes, and it was a Friday after work, and I was tired, but
I was tired too. I was very tired.
I lived in West LA at the time, and he lived in downtown.
Yes.
So I told him, hey, let's meet in Hollywood. We want to date in Hollywood. I met him there.
Mm-hmm.
When I got to the restaurant, I messaged him back on Match because he asked me for my number, but I didn't give him my number because I never give my number out to anyone that I meet online.
Or your name.
Or my real, or my real name.
Where's Leah now?
Kingston's laughing.
King
So when I got to the restaurant, he had to keep messaging me on Match until he actually met me in person. So anyway, he messaged me on Match like, hey, where are you? I'm like, I'm here at the restaurant. I don't see you. And he's like, well, I'm here. I'm in a gray
jacket.
A gray
Charcoal
jacket.
gray? Yeah.
And I was right there. I didn't see him. Well, he was right there, but then
That's how you walked away.
the color
Right,
of the
that's
jacket
her.
wasn't gray. I don't know what it was. It was black or navy blue. It wasn't gray.
It was a dark gray.
So anyway, yeah, we had our first date. We had a really good conversation. I didn't find anything about him that I did not like. It wasn't.
Thank you.
It wasn't love at first sight. Oh, I say that to say this, that it wasn't like when I met him, like, yeah, he's definitely the one.
True.
It
me
was
too.
more of I
Just
knew
getting to
that
know.
I wanted to know him more, and I knew that I wanted to keep dating him.
Right. Me
so,
too. Me too.
We had our date there, and
It was a nice evening,
it was a very nice evening.
but I think we were both tired. It
We
was
were
a
both
Friday.
tired.
We both worked.
Yeah.
I don't think our energy levels were like. I don't think I was not on my A game, so I could just say like I was tired.
Yeah.
I was like fighting through it, but I was like, okay, this is a really
Yeah. Me too.
seems like a very interesting person, really good, beautiful woman. So I'm like, okay, I want to continue, but I was not. I thought I was boring that night. Like I was like, man, I don't think she wants to see me after this.
And I thought that I was bored too. It was a Friday.
Right.
We both were tired.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't. Hey, message. Friday night dates. Be careful if you're working all night. Wait till Saturday. First dates. Wait till Saturday. Little tip for all you single people out there. Just wait till Saturday. Yeah, right. You agree.
I know.
Yeah,
Where are you
yeah.
eating that?
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. And actually, I did not give him my number at the end of that date.
You did not. So I didn't think you were interested. I was like,
I
okay.
actually, it's not
I'm
that
like, I'm not gonna see this person again.
it's not that I didn't want to give it to him. It was just that the night went by so smooth where I actually forgot that I didn't give him my number.
Right.
I was actually in my Uber on my way home, and I messaged him
You
back
did.
on Match like, hey, I forgot to give you my number. It's not that I didn't want to give it to you.
No, you said, hey, you forgot to ask me for your number. But I thought you weren't interested, so I'm like, man, we had a nice evening. It wasn't like a spectacular evening, but it was a nice evening. So I wasn't sure. I'm like, do you want my number or not? Especially after,
And I felt
after I
bad.
figured your name was a different name. I was like, okay, what should I do here? You want some wine, Kingy? Okay.
Yeah, so So anyway, I gave him my number after I got back home, and we talked the next morning. You know, after we woke up, we said hi and hello, and he asked me out on another date.
Yes.
Which was the following weekend, which I did say yes to, and that's actually where the sparks flew.
Sparks flew.
That one date actually turned out to be 3 dates in one. If you saw our wedding video, if you haven't, go ahead and watch that. This is actually where the sparks flew, and this is where he talked about he sees me walking around the corner in my little red dress and my sneakers and my thighs and whatever.
Yeah,
And that's where he fell in love.
Jerk thighs.
And for me too, I saw him, like he was walking up to me in a beige, like Banana Republic looking kind of coat. It was fall time, so we were both wearing our coats, and he had his collar pop. I was like, okay, he got some style. He looks a little bit different from the first night I saw him. And we actually held hands, and then we walked to...
We had some good wine and conversation.
And we had some good wine and
A
conversation.
little wine tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened after that?
We went to a little speakeasy and had a couple more cocktails and just continued the conversation. And well, for me, it was love at second sight. Well, she was gorgeous the first date, but the second date, and she was walking down the street because she got an Uber, so we're trying to meet up and we couldn't find each other. So I walk out where the place we're supposed to meet, and I walk up the street. I'm like, oh my god! And she comes in a little red dress. I was like, thighs were popping, skin was glistening.
I was working out. That was not missing my leg days.
The leg days were popping. I was like, my god, what on earth? Like, and just I was like, I'm done. You're mine. Like so, and then we had wine tasting, amazing conversation, and then so we decided to go to a little speakeasy place in downtown LA, had a cocktail, great conversation, and then we took it back to my place.
I want to tell him how that happened.
Okay, go ahead.
We were actually having wine, and he kept telling me about that he collects vinyl records. And a lot of them are reggae artists, and he would be telling me about all these reggae artists, like some artists that I don't even know, some that like I don't even know like passed away, like he knew their birthday, he knew, you know, every single thing. He knows every single album, everything he had, and I was very like, what do you call it? I was very enthused by that, and I really, really wanted to see like if he was just saying this just to get me because he knew that I was Jamaican, and also because growing up my dad collected vinyl records too. So I'm like, okay, this is something that we have in common. So I really wanted to go back to his place to see if he really had these records. And so I told him that, hey, I want to go back to your place, which was actually just around the corner from where we were having wine.
Yeah.
And
coincidentally, just around my corner.
And he had just moved into that apartment that same day. Like he hadn't even moved anything in yet. The only thing that he had in there didn't have a couch. He just turned the lights off. He didn't even have his couch in yet. Nothing at all. All he had was his records. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I don't care what you have in your apartment yet. So he invited me over, and we went, and he showed me his records, and he was playing me
Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown.
Yeah, he was playing me all the greats.
Classic, all the greats, all the goats.
Even Muta Baruka.
Muta Baruka.
Like, really? What do you know about Muta Baruka? But
True.
he had everything. So, and he played me Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown.
And we were sitting on the floor of his apartment, just talking and laughing.
We're on the floor, the little couch.
We're on the floor, and he didn't have his couch in yet. And like sitting there, we were like dancing and
just vibing the whole night.
We were just vibing, and it was like right then and there that I knew that, okay, I'm not letting go of this one. He's mine. He's mine, and I knew it then. I think he knew it then too.
I did too.
And I actually, at the end of that date, I was the one who made the first move. I was the one to make the first move.
Should have been me.
Because he was being shy.
I was being polite. Like, Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, we had our first kiss, our second date,
Right.
and that was it.
Great
pretty
kiss,
much. And the following week again, he asked me out. Of course, I'm gonna say yes. Okay, so let's fast forward to our third date.
Okay. Third date was
Faith and Flower in downtown LA.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Very fancy. Very good food. Very good food. I recommend Faith and Flower. Good food. Great food.
So yeah, and we couldn't get enough of each other. Kingy couldn't get enough of each other.
So the lighting's shaking. It's Kingston.
It's Kingston. He's shaking everything over there.
Kingston production. Thank you. Are you directing too? All right.
So yeah, so we left our dinner date and then we went to Little Easy in downtown.
Little Easy. God bless Little Easy. They closed.
So sad.
So sad.
So anyway,
all of you know that downtown LA, Little Easy, amazing. Just cocktails, old school hip hop, R&B, just great little place in downtown LA. Little Easy, big up Little Easy. Just
they were
rest in
playing
peace.
all the greats, and
all
that
the great.
night
We danced
we
all
were
night.
dancing. We danced all night, and the funny thing is we were dancing, and that's actually, if you saw that video, that shorts that I posted up, Chris dancing at her wedding to Michael Jackson.
Nah, don't.
This was the night, the third date, that I knew that, okay, this white boy got some rhythm.
A little bit.
We were dancing and he was just, he was just putting the shoulder move and the eye, like he was like, and I was like, what is he doing? But it was so cute. What, bum bum?
And King can do it too.
So.
It was just everything just came together. We were just having so much fun.
Yeah, it was very everything.
We were just we weren't trying to at that point, not trying to impress or we're just ourselves at that point, and just
it was
very organic. Easy. I would just say just free dancing, having fun. And I think we
felt
at that point,
we knew each other before, or connection. We just kind of clicked right away.
Away.
And also,
you know when you know.
Yeah.
You know when you know.
For me, the good thing is he already had a wide background of Jamaica, and he was already so involved in my culture and so in love with my culture.
Never been to Jamaica, but
he had never been to Jamaica at that time, which is shocking.
Shame
because
on me. Shame.
I'm like, how do you know so much about Jamaica and you've never been there? But I'm happy that he didn't, because if he did, trust me, someone would have snuck him up right away. So I'm happy that you didn't, but yeah, how everything happened, it was just pretty smoothly. After the third date, we literally went on a date every single week. Some weeks we'd go on a date 2-3 times a week.
Right.
Even during the week, we'd be going on dates.
Right.
So actually, this was in May. We met in May of 2017. I'm not sure we mentioned that, but we met in May of 2017. And no, 2019. Sorry.
2019.
We met May 2019.
2019.
And fast forward, we moved in July that same year. I moved into his place in July.
Yeah, it was quick.
And then
we knew.
Within weeks, he's like, okay, I want you to meet my parents. I was like, are you sure?
I'm sure.
He was ready right away.
No, but it was a couple months.
No, it was maybe 3-4 weeks after us saying, okay, we're a couple. You wanted me to meet your parents right away, and which was really, really sweet for me. But
you were nervous.
I was very nervous. So
and my parents are so easygoing.
The sweetest, easygoing.
Yeah, you have nothing to worry about. They're just not judgmental.
Everything just fell right into place. So we moved in July, and fast forward to January of that following year, we went to Jamaica, and that's when he proposed.
That's when I proposed. Yeah.
His first time
Montego Bay.
in Jamaica at the. If you guys ever been to the S Hotel. Hey, that's actually where our wedding was gonna be, but because of coronavirus, we had to cancel everything. I'm so sad about that. But
we saw an amazing wedding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick and Cindy.
Yeah. So.
But originally we were gonna get married in Montego
In
Bay.
Montego
So
Bay, yeah.
our goal is at some point to renew our vows in Jamaica somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do it anymore at S Hotel, but we hope. But if not,
But it's gonna
we'll
be a
find a
party.
special
It's
place.
gonna be kind of
Yeah.
like a reception party.
Big party, yeah.
At some point
yeah,
in
because
time.
that was our dream to get married in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So you want to be the ring boy, Kingston?
Kingston will be the ring boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story. Fast forward to here we are with
baby.
our little 50-month-old baby,
A baby.
Lover for life.
Yes.
We're super happy, super excited. We feel so blessed for everything that we've accomplished so fast in such a short time.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Couldn't be more happier
Yeah.
with my hubby.
My baby. I love you.
And we're so happy that we got to share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, share. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel if you want to continue seeing more content like this. Hey guys.
Get out.
Right out.